Hi, my name is Rana Ahmad, and the topic I'll be discussing today is Edcamp. So what is Edcamp? Edcamp was first organized by a group of teachers to create discussion sessions on the day of the event based on the interest in the room. So this is completely random. You won't see any PowerPoints or slideshows during these events because they were just chosen that day. The entire day is personalized and learner driven. It's a place where everyone is a learner and everyone is a leader. So we have the mission, assumptions, approach, outcomes, and impact. So the mission is build and supporting communities. Teachers to teacher learning is an effective form of improving the practice. The approach is strengthen communities and target growth in underserved communities. And as far as outcomes, as you can see, there are tons of outcomes. Teachers adopt effective methods in their classrooms, and teacher retention dramatically improves. And of course, the impact, which is the biggest of all, engaged, empowered, and prepared teachers improve student outcomes. So what should you expect if you go to these Edcamp sessions? It's completely participant-driven. Sessions are determined the morning of the event, and there are no pre-scheduled presentations or keynotes. The goal is to keep sessions spontaneous, interactive, and responsive to everyone's needs. You might also hear this be referred to as an unconference, and we'll talk about that more in a little bit. And this is all free to all attendees. So this helps to ensure that different types of teachers and educational stakeholders can attend regardless of wealth or status. So this is for experienced, not experts. All teachers and education stakeholders are professionals worthy of sharing their expertise in a collaborative manner. And this is reliant on the rule of 2 feet. Participants are encouraged to actively self-select the best content and sessions. Edcampers should leave sessions that do not meet their needs. So this provides an effective way of weeding out sessions that are not based on appropriate research or not delivered in an engaging type of format. And best of all, it's low cost. So as you can imagine, there's not much overhead for these types of functions. And so unconferencing and how it works. So the un refers specifically to the fact there is no top-down organization, no high registration fees, and no vendors. And this is part of the un that we were talking about a little bit earlier. And this ensures that the organization, in this instance, remains democratic. So, and how it works is that the participants sign in on the day of, they get their name badge, they sit on a table, and that table has a bunch of Post-it notes. And they fill in whatever topic they want to discuss that day, and they go to this whiteboard or this type of board, and they put their Post-it on the board. And they're encouraged to put in as many as they want, and they get 4 sessions are chosen that day, and so that's why they encourage as many people to say what they want. And what they want you to think about is, what do you want to learn, what do you want to talk about, and who can share? And what's great about this session is that if your topic gets selected, and it's kind of like this type of rush, so if your topic gets selected, you have to kind of engage and you have to start this discussion with everybody else. And it sounds really fun to me, and I think that's the really cool part of this this kind of technology and this kind of advancement that we've been doing with education. So the power of Edcamp lies in its participants, and like I just spoke about, like if you bring in the best topics and the coolest topics that everybody wants to talk about, you get to engage and lead to a more fun environment, and then you could